So, welcome to MIM TV. So, I'm Midun Raj. So, we have a panel discussion today. So, we have some eminent panel members with us. So, let's introduce them. So, we have Shruti, the CEO of PepsiCo India, and we have Gavin, the CEO of Coca-Cola, and we have the Rural Development Officer, Abdul Hafar, and the Market Analyst and Professor of IIM, Alvin. So Shruti, I just want to ask you one question. The rural people always look at the quantity and quality of the product. I mean, they need a better quality product. So, what are the product strategies? What are the product strategies that you adopt?
So the product strategies of a business is based on the product it produces. So a business needs to consider the products that it produces and the stage of the product life cycle that a product is at. So marketing strategies and the product strategies will vary according to the type of the product and its stage in the life cycle.
So Gavin, so you are the CEO of Coca-Cola. So you'll be facing many challenges, in different places like product promotions. So Gavin, what are the pricing strategies that you adopt in your company?
Actually, determining the price of the product was a big challenge for us. When we conducted research, we found that the price of rupees 10 per bottle is actually very high for the rural consumers. So we decided to make some changes in the size of its bottle and pricing to win over the rural consumers. We have launched a 200 ml bottles Chota Coke, which is priced at rupees 5, and it has actually made a big change in the rural market.
Well, Shruti, you will be facing many challenges when you set a price for your product. So, what are some of the major challenges that you face? And also, adding to that, I also want to know about the innovations that you come across when you put a price.
So many businesses use a cost plus method in order to set the prices for their products. So in case of Pepsi, they have used rupees 10 for the 300 milliliter bottles, and PepsiCo has come out with various strategies for its pricing, and most of the PepsiCo's products are priced based on the market oriented pricing strategy and hybrid everyday value pricing strategy. And this hybrid everyday value pricing strategy is PepsiCo's strategy for some of its products, especially the soft drinks. And we have the objective in using this strategy in order to close the gap between regular or everyday prices and discounted holiday prices. And this way, PepsiCo expects consumers to buy more of its soft drinks every day and not just during the holidays. A price point of rupees 10 for a 300 milliliter bottle has proved a major deterrent and unsuccessful. So, a 200 milliliter Pepsi was introduced, which was called a Chota Pepsi, and this was reasonably priced between rupees 5 and rupees 7, and this was affordable for most of the rural people. So, they were able to come out with innovative pricing strategies so that people are able to buy our products and these are affordable to them.
Gavin, so when we are concerned about the promotion of a product, so Coca-Cola is having a great brand value, and also the slogan that you have is delicious and refreshing drink. So what are the challenges that you face in the promotion, and what are the strategies that you use to adopt, and do you have any innovations? So we would like to know about that.
Yes, actually, it was an interesting question. As the promotion strategy, we have launched an advertisement campaign featuring leading Bollywood star Amir Khan, and the tagline was "Thanda Matlab Coca-Cola" was mainly targeted at the rural and semi-urban consumers. The main idea was to position the Coca-Cola as a generic brand for the cold drinks. Then we began to focus on the rural market in order to increase the volume. We have also increased the ad spend on Doordarshan, which is the local channel available in the rural areas, and also ensured that all the rural marketing initiatives were well supported by the TVCs. The main challenge we faced is to create an awareness among the people. As we know, the rural market are very large and scattered. To reach the people is a huge task.
So I have a question to Alvin. Sir, as you are the professor, so you know very well about the market. There is actually a big difference between the rural and urban market. So, what are the challenges that the cool drinks industry facing in the rural India?
So thank you, Mr. Thank you for the question. So as far as we can see, there are a lot of problems faced in the rural market regarding the product strategies they are maintaining. So the first thing is the wide and scattered market. As we all know that the rural market is very wide and there are a lot of people in the rural areas. So that's the main problem. And the another thing is the problem in designing products. So we don't know what the rural people want. That's the main problem which arises when we come to the product strategy. The another thing is the transportation. Transportation problem arises when the rural areas are so remote, so that nobody is able to access that, and the raw materials and the products are not able to get to that point. And another thing is the packaging, branding, and the labeling problems with regard to the product strategy. That problem arises when we don't know how, like, they don't care about the brand or anything. They just enjoy what they get.
Alvin, you have said about the product strategy, the challenges in the product strategy. So, I would like to know about what are the challenges in pricing strategies. Could you please share?
Yeah, I was about to say that with regard to the pricing strategies, the pricing should be that should be affordable to them. That is how we will be able to catch the audience in rural market. Their low living standard is a main challenge in this problem, because since they have a low living standard and most of them are below the poverty line, they might not be able to uh, afford the product. So we need to price them like they also have accessibility to it.
So, Shruti, distribution is a very important aspect of marketing. So, what are the strategies and what are the strategies and challenges that you face during the distribution of your product?
So when it comes to the distribution strategies of PepsiCo has different models of distribution to make the products available to the end user, whether it is a case of an urban region or a rural region. PepsiCo has various distribution points from the bottling plants, C&F centers, warehouses, then wholesalers, retailers, etc. PepsiCo uses a global network for distributing its products to the customers, and venues for distribution and sales are considered in this element of the marketing mix. So, PepsiCo's places for distribution are mainly retailers, wholesalers, merchandisers, etc. And most of the products of Pepsi's are available at the retailers such as supermarkets, grocery stores, and convenience stores.
Okay, that's great. So, I would also like to know about what are the distribution innovations in your company.
Okay, so the Pepsi products are sold mainly at the areas where the targeted customers are easily available, and our products are easily available to the people at almost all the areas. PepsiCo has come up with various innovations in their distribution strategies. Pepsi has established a hierarchical distribution system, including wholesaler, retailer, and finally to the consumer. For distribution purpose, Pepsi uses two-level distribution channel, which contain two intermediaries between the bottling factory and the final consumer. And also, Pepsi uses two methodologies for distribution in India. One is company-owned distributors, and the other is franchisee-owned distributors.
Hafo, I have a question to you. You are actually the rural development officer, so you know very well about the customers' taste and preferences in rural areas. So I just want to ask, what are the future prospects of the cool drinks industry in the rural area?
Okay, thank you for the question. So, marketing initiatives of Coca-Cola India were very successful. It increased 9% to 25% in the previous years. And also, Coca Cola India's volume from rural areas had increased to 35% in the current year. So, they are planning into other beverage business to launch in rural area like Nimbu Pani, fruit juice, cold coffee, and iced tea in collaboration with Nestle India.
Huffer, you know very well about the rural market. So I just want to ask you, what are the opportunities in the rural market for the cool drinks industry?
So, the Indian rural market, with its vast size, offers a huge opportunity with 128 million households, and the rural population is nearly three times the urban. So, the rural India has a large consuming class with 41% of India's middle class and 58% of total disposable. So, the rural market is dynamic and there are several opportunities.
So that's the end of our panel discussion. So we got many points from our panel members about the rural marketing strategies that is adopted in the rural India or on the cold drinks industry. So that's it. So we can meet again. Thank you.